Hey guys, Paul with the Weapons of the World here. Today I'm going to be talking about the Simonov SKS rifle. Some basic information about it. Its country of origin is the Soviet Union. Its caliber is 7.62 by 39 millimeter. Overall length is 40.2 inches with a total weight coming to 8.5 pounds. Its magazine capacity was 10 rounds out of an integral box magazine, and you would feed it from stripper clips. Its operation, it used a gas piston system. It was, however, only semi-automatic, so you could fire only single shots, no fully automatic capabilities. The effective range was about 400 or 500 meters with this gun, which was perfectly acceptable for combat conditions even to this day. So the brief history of the SKS. The SKS was a carbine. It was a Soviet attempt to find a suitable weapon for firing the 7.62 Kurz round that was captured from Germany during the Second World War. However, they changed the caliber to 7.62 by 39 millimeter and stuck with that caliber throughout the rifle's life. Of course, in later years, the AK-47 would be the defining Soviet small arm. However, before the AK came to be, the SKS was the Soviet Union's rifle. It was simple, robust, but a little heavy for rifles during the time. But the SKS was a solid gun, and it spread throughout the world through communist proxy wars like Vietnam, Korea, all throughout them. With its single shot capability, it was able to put shots out to 400-500 meters accurately. You can see it has even this underfolding bayonet. Nowadays we kind of see that as archaic and even somewhat unnecessary, but that's another video for another day as to whether or not bayonets are still useful on the battlefield. Nowadays the SKS is used for ceremonial purposes in Russia, much like our M14. In fact, like the M14, the SKS is the shortest serving rifle that the Soviets ever fielded. I think it was only in service for 4 years on active combat roles, but during those four years it served extremely well, being very reliable. Let me try and get into the actual parts here. So, when you fire it, pull the trigger, goes down, hammer moves up, strikes the firing pin, firing off the round. The piston pushes the bolt back, unlike the SKS, which follows the piston, or follows the bolt all the way home. The SKS just pushes it, really, and the recoil spring pushes the bolt forward and chambers a new round. This was a very simple system and extremely reliable. You could also attach rifle grenades by firing a blank cartridge. You can see the unfolding bayonet come out. You can even attach a Soviet PSO-1 scope and kind of convert this to a designated marksman's rifle or sniper rifle. And another little nifty feature that the SKS had is it was made with night sights right up here at the front post, where there was a little dot of some kind of luminescent material that would allow the firer to line up the rear sights with the glowing front post. All in all, the SKS was a fine Soviet rifle. It's even still popped up on the battlefield today in Afghanistan and Iraq, and you can find them in the US market for $500-600. There are Chinese copies, of course, like the Norinco SKS, and I can't remember what the Korean version is, but there's North Korean versions, Vietnamese versions, Romanian versions, all sorts of different types of SKSs that you can find. But to find a true Soviet SKS is not really rare, but it's not extremely common. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to go down and hit that subscribe button. Catch y'all next time.